Uh,
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, oh, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. That country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. I should have been my best with this piece of junk. Should have built it to turn too.
Is everyone here?
咩鬧鐘啊？
Settle down. I said settle down.
係
You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the
Hello.
International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site.
我第一關咧係用嗰啲現實嘅機去打嘅，不過而家咧 DLC 同埋我解咗一堆架空機，就諗住玩堆架空機夢想。
has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and
激光
eliminate the
有啊有
unidentified
雷射武
craft
器啊，
attacking the base.
不過我唔係成日用咯，
This is not
某一
a
啲敵
drill.
人我先會用雷射武器。好，第一個 mission 攞咩機去打咧？先開米嘢嗰部機嚟玩下先啦。我冇乜技術可言啊，得新仔嚟都係。
Squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
米爺呢部機好靚，非常靚，係呢一集嘅 boss 佢用嘅最後尾出場用嘅機。
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Main squadron, head to runway. Column squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, main squadron.
我會用第三身，我唔係好慣用第一身。
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and be back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. You're free to go. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
VF 你知咩 VF 啊？
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
有啲係似㗎，同埋有一部架空機咧，射嘅導彈咧十足係嗰類型作品會出現嗰啲彈幕嗰啲啊，咩板野馬戲團嗰啲啊。
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Yeah, that's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
幾部架空機都係會有高速嘅時候對應會有改變，就係呢點先型咯。
They're way overhead.
Mage 2.
Our fuel storage is intact. Let's asking for another round. All escorts ready for another attack. Flight is 835.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this.
I know the kid
Yeah, I
showed some
got
promise,
this.
but let's remember, he's still barely got his feet wet.
因為第一關容易啊，嗰啲關後邊就唔係咁啊，尤其對上嗰啲 boss 嘅時候，仲有部機強化過。呢關新手關。
Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. Look at your supporters back at base if you can make it in one piece. settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Please, you can't tell them apart.
Mage 2, locked. Entering clouds. Mage 2, you're icing up. Mage 2, missile away. Miss, that's a miss.
架呢個大明機啫，唔算 boss 機嘅，精英機咁咯，你會見到難中少少。
Mage 2, locking. Target is hit. 1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Fox 2. Bomber hit by a missile.
Got an enemy on my back.
哦，第一關完成。
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
等聖誕咯，聖誕應該會出嘅啦。我飛 replay 啊我。如果你睇翻明日文，可以買 PS4 嗰個最新嗰個合集嘅，包埋最新嘅 DLC。
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
Ace Combat 嗰個世界個故事線都幾得意，如果有興趣可以揾一揾。
The biggest country on the continent.
可以嘅，不過對於我嚟講有少少難度，因為睇側邊嗰啲冇睇得咁清楚，而且又睇唔到部機個靚仔樣。
The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it.
呢一關係可以開一
They
開
fancied
嘅。
themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Erusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was
唔關
moving
事
in
啊，
to
因為
take
機
over.
艙有好多嘢會阻住你
Erusia
睇
went
唔
from
到周
being a
圍㗎。
republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, the Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day.
你嘅意思嗰啲大型嗰
With
啲
pinpoint
嗰
accuracy,
啲科幻
they
兵
managed to
器？
take out everything that was military. And not a single civilian was hurt in the
主
process.
戰劇情會打
Osea pissed lots of people off
兩
with their
隻
huge
大
military
型嘅
presence
機
around
械
the
巨
world.
鳥嘅，好似
Erusia
飛行
didn't have
母
the
艦
same
咁。
reach,
跟住
but
然
they
之後
could hit their
DLC
targets
仲有一
faster
隻
and cleaner.
仲有一
And
隻
when all this was
潛
going
艇
down,
咯，又
I just so
係
happened
大
to
型
be
嘅
in
潛
my
艇
flying
嚟
drag
嘅，
racer.
有磁軌炮同埋可以射核彈咁樣，都幾難打嗰隻。
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
哦，唔關事，佢個核彈係想攻擊首都嘅地方，跟住我哋要阻止佢發射核彈咯。啊，同埋佢會射啲空爆彈，嗰啲空爆彈又係煩到七彩。打緊boss 嘅時候，佢射空爆彈咯， 好鬼變態嗰關真係。
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I
我
had
應
some
該
court-martialed
跟住個劇
soldiers.
情去，
And
我
remember
會
those
喺
mothballed planes
主
I
線
told
劇
you
情
about
攝
before?
幾個 DLC
They
任
were
務
loaded
啦，
on the
因
ship
為
too.
跟翻個時間線，如果就會好莫名其妙。
We headed off down south
但
for
係應該
several
可能
days,
要
and then
第
swung east.
我諗
That's how
第
I
三、
got
第四
here.
次先會掂到
I
嗰
was
個 part。
thousands of kilometers from Arusia on the opposite side of the
我估
Yuzian
我今晚個
continent.
streaming 都應該只
For
係可以
port,
打
it
到
was
第
dull as hell.
4啦，我
It had
諗。
3 rusty patrol boats, and
第
the
4
base.
關或者第
The
5關左右。
fences were topped with razor wire. The tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison.
冇啊！你對住嗰啲咁特殊武器，你飛咯，一直飛咯，加速飛咯，避
But
開
half the
佢
tanker
咯。
trucks were just big
佢
balloons.
到
And the
達
runways
目
were
標
even
之前，佢
paved,
會有
just
警
painted on the
示
dirt.
嘅，叫你話俾你聽
The whole
邊個
place
地
was
方
just
係
one
危險，
big
你要離開
fat
嗰
lie.
區咁樣咯。
The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with
不過
the
老實
Allied
講，我覺得
ground
Ace Combat 比起
The enemy
空
has
戰
deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air
真正嘅
radar
難度
along
在
the
於
roads.
降落。
You are to destroy them.
我有啲降落關卡同埋有啲加油關卡成日都撞機。
However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
啊，呢關應該用咩機好呢？睇先。呢關又要 AV， 啊有台架空機樂力，啊呢隻用摩根好咩？啊，俾你睇下雷射武器啦，不過我麻麻地嘅啫。冇啊，自己試嘅啫，撞咗好多次嗰啲，有啲飛彈特殊武器呢個轉做，我記得好似有利殺嘅，哎有啦有啦。
Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
嘿嘿， 呢部好似係唔知邊一代個 boss 機嚟㗎呢隻。佢仲有另外一隻機，佢有另外兩台機，好似兩台機都架空機都有 laser 嘅。有一隻係會升起個駕駛艙下面有個雷射咯。
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Flee our vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Vehicle down.
The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's enemy! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
Fox 2. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound.
Nice shot, Mage 2.
Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online! Push the plan forward too fast! These are too far from Allied territory!
Enemies locked on!
AA gun down.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
唔關事嘅，佢本身揸自己都係咁
Enemies
嘅。
travel a long way, so
不過我真係唔係好玩呢個機艙。
Fox 2! Fox 2! Enemy missile detected!
要換直升機避開咗先。
Page 2. Missile launch.
This is Score 6. Attack missed. Try again. How the hell is the enemy able to shoot it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
再到添啊！
Warning! Enemy is next!
They flew into the clouds.
Still in the fight.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Way to go.
Crush as many as you can.
Enemy aircraft away from the base.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Heads up! Enemy behind you! No, they're not like the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Missile inbound.
Here's some feedback from those performers. Find your manuals in a language we can understand. Reading you over clear ground. Score 3, hit the
係 OK 㗎，佢係唯一我唔中意佢嗰啲貼圖，佢啲貼圖真係麻麻地。個機身嗰啲貼圖咧，我就算較最高都有10個。
What happened? Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. You say it wrong, change your instant kill. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Lock broken by the clouds. Locked. Targeting range of guns. Entering clouds.
如果 UAV 唔追尾嘅話，好難打。一係追尾，一係正面。好識換尾嘅已經。
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
The enemy does a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bomb I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
I can ride the roller coaster up here.
You're being locked onto.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
我頭先都中咗一發飛彈，
No point arguing.
好
That's
似
how
係
praise
直
these
接
days.
打中喂。
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
"唔好意思咯，我激光真係唔係好熟。但係射中都幾頂癮嘅。頭先唔知咩 UAV 太細隻咧，好難。
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Choppenburg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons.
機炮都係我唔係好掂咁我只有追尾嘅時候我先會開機炮。
So expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Oh, 呢一關超多呢個無人機嘅，開邊隻出嚟玩好靚。呢一隻我不如就攞呢部啦，你會鍾意嘅。睇先，提升得。加翻隻 strike card 先。
Mage Squadron aircraft preparations complete.
啊！呢關我轉翻做第三身啊！而且呢部機唔睇第三身真係嘥晒。Yes, exactly 啊！
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Mage 2 is away. Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Friendly boys.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are the reinforcements? They got me.
Radar.
超正啊！呢部機，活屏導彈射好射滿啊！我可以講。
Eject!
We got this. We can't recover.
We need reinforcements now!
你哋有 reinforcement 都贏唔到我㗎啦。
Nice kill. One remaining. H2, locking. Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
OK 㗎，不過回轉得太耐佢會失速，呢啲比較麻煩。
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break! Wait, what the hell? Caution! Missile! Caution! Large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft stay alert.
大 boss 登場，雖然唔係最 boss。
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal burning those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time. Enemy had a radar lock. Break now! Just waiting for mission command. We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy. All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird. Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey. These bandits are fast as hell. H2, walking. Missile did not connect. Golem 2, break now! Striker on target. Damn! Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command. Gargoyle Squadron to Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do? Status? Gotta find the situation. Golem 2, missile, evade! Evading!
超正嘅打。
Golem 2's hit! Status report. Ship Golem 2, do you copy? This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay. Skeleton 3, break! Break! Skeleton 3's lost. Keep coming. What's the plan? Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority. HQ, what's happening? Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority. How's that happen? What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert. Get out of there. Breaking. I'm breaking up. Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately. Brilliant observation. If they do this earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing. Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape. We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
好多，佢仲有防護罩嗰下都係
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies. Golem 2, head back to base. Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2. Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head. Copy that. Returning home. Page 2, Fox 2. Page Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show any mercy.
Show no mercy.
UAV down. Retreating aircraft.
aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, H Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
In gun range.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Our UAV spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
得翻26發。
Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit, distance 30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. Got one in my sights.
Missile launched.
Yowza. Target is down. Locked. It's chow time. Not on my watch.
Page 2, walking. Page 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
AC7 嘅隊友係有同我冇分別，除咗馬克嗰邊順戰咯。
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. Oh, good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Golem 2, lost.
Shit.
哦，個妹子就咁俾人擊落咗啦，係俾呢一集嘅其中一個 boss 打爆。
Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
誒，仲剩翻9發。
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Main Squadron, withdraw.
鬆。最難係喺航空母艦度降落，真係好難。shit。
3,000 to carrier. Lower your speed. H2, bank right. H2, nose up. You're too low. 1,500 to carrier.
冇咯，冇啊。 喂，成功啊！
Nicely done, H2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
唔好意思，包唔到。
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10.
呢個就係頭先擊落妹子嗰個 boss 嚟嘅，之後會出場。
had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again.
但係佢哋有做一啲裝備幫佢對抗嗰個智力嘅。
I can't imagine how many G's he hit today.
因為佢唔似以前咁年輕，所以要靠呢啲嘢。
He exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic being stretched for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how could they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers.
如果就連網上對戰都北嘅話，有一隻叫 QAAM 嘅武器，好似係一個追蹤力好強嘅導彈，可以兜幾個彎最靚。如果對 boss 嘅話咧，又一樣好北嘅。其中有一隻無人，有一隻架空機係有帶 UAV， 佢可以放兩隻 UAV 去追人打。UAV 嘅命中率好高，高過導彈。
You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Arusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
差唔多啦。其實比較似係當年雪峰最後尾嗰一集嗰幾隻護衛機咁咯。不過佢嗰啲 UAV 就細隻好多嘅。
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome.
呢一關可唔可以試到咧？
However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
我呢技術真係麻麻。哎呀，你想睇 UAV 啊？我開 UAV 出嚟啦，好似係呢部，係咪呢部咧 ？Yeah。睇先，如果用 UAV 飛彈，距離可以唔使特殊飛彈。智慧防礙，我諗要加強穩定性啊，藏式機體內疚安定，平機動啦。
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
架空機好似得一台係通關咗之後會解放，其他機都係 DLC。佢嗰啲特殊武器係DLC 佢自己嗰啲機綁咗嘅，所以你有嗰隻機就可以有嗰啲武器。其他普通機咧就係自己有點數慢慢開咯。
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay.
前面嗰 part 真係好
嬲。
後面嗰 part 幾好玩。
Success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
又多餘。
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
呢個其實 boss 機嚟㗎，最後尾會打嘅。
Mage 2, you're icing up.
我先應該揀啲減弱 icing 嘅先啱。
Mage 2's in the clouds.
嗰啲太多雲霧啊，分唔清楚天南地北。第一身都唔會容易啲，最主要我睇唔清楚啲地方。如果識睇儀表板嗰啲應該會輕鬆啲，不過我唔係好識，太可惜啦。
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
好啦，我試下由最短嗰度衝過去啦，有啲難度，但係如果衝到過就係輕鬆啲嘅。
Of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
差唔多。見到啦，出口。飛高啲 OK 嘅，不過低啲就嗰個風嘅影響好似比較細，會輕鬆少少。
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV going home.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Mage 2, Box 2. Mage 2, target destroyed. Missile closing. Evade. Mage 2, target down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. Hold on your jobs.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Half of the anti-air guns down. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Running point site. We're almost there.
好，我要埋一埋岸先。
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Call the mage. Destroy all hostiles.
UAV 嘅盒仔。
It's been a long journey.
我可以派啲 UAV 喺度。
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
準備放 UAV 對唔對？
Sea Goblin, heading over to the express location now. Run for the container!
We're fighting against
All survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
Golem Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was Servo Barry!
望咗啦 UAV， 不過可能太細隻，睇得唔係好清楚。你 UAV 翻咗嚟啦。
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
先搞晒呢堆嘢先搞 UAV， 如果唔係佢應該會係唔過 UAV 好麻煩。
Three remaining.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. His engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Will do.
UAV 解決咗佢啦。
Be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can come up with?
嘿嘿，唔係㗎，我嗰時攞佢打 boss 咧係唔使理佢，等佢自己解決隻 boss 咯，好卡嘅真係。
Missile away. Missile did not connect.
我派 UAV 嚟佢啦。
Launching UAV.
睇下幾多啊？佢打落咗嗰隻嘢，要減速先睇到。
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off. Let's wait till we're home.
機械啊嘛，好唔好
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south.
？AI 俾人信，正常喎。
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain elements.
Wilco, forming up.
Whoa, again, Trigger? Can't let you have all the glory.
Radar lock acquired. Missile incoming.
Roger. Transport. Orders are stellar warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. AI chose Liberty Overcharges. Courses have already changed.
Mother Goose 1喺後邊。
Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders. It's another lighthouse behind the harbor. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency. Goose 1 here. Want to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, battle, battle, battle.
Gargoyle 3 to battle. Double Roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. ATQ, what isn't scored? Rest were intercepted by UAV.
1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Miss, that's a miss. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. UAV down. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport. UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
Make 2! Make 2!
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1, was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
入咗雲好啦，但係如果你入咗雲仲要保護目標，就其實係幾混亂嘅。保護目標或者係要穿過某啲地方嘅話，之後有一關呢，雲人唔係好多嘅，但係佢係一個石林，同埋仲會打雷，令到你部機失靈咯。嗰關又係好。
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed.
大多關就收檔。
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base.
點微妙
With
法
all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked
之後後邊
legit.
都有講過呢一樣嘢。
Thankfully, we had people to crew them.
但係就係因為呢個
It
中
didn't
彈
matter
之後，
what
個
we
主
looked
角
at
就俾人
effort.
送咗嚟呢個部
Top
隊咯。
brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your
都算
typical
大啦，
lowlifes.
隊
They
冧
threw
咗
each
次
one
總
of them in
統
a
喎。
cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial.
Yeah,
he is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tag name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary. How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer.
Yeah, I know.
We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Oh, 呢一場我睇下會唔會開陣電出嚟先。我記得陣電好似有6 AM， 睇先，陣電。Yeah， 睇下先，係咪有啊？啊有啊，6 AM。哈士。咁就差唔多啦。
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8. Chance, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders. Go to hell. All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections?
That'll get decided in the skies.
Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
有啊，唔係佢自己嘅 skin 咯，但係如果你玩 PC 版，有人整毛可以自己上同機都得。
Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision, not even a pencil.
即係奇怪嘅炸空機側邊，幾得意啊！我覺得。Yep， 架空機就要夠型先過癮啊嘛。
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? This is Bandar. Spare 15.
咁嘅飛彈上擊中我。
The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
You don't gotta smoke. I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes. One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto. That's messed up.
Box 2, Box 2.
還好啦呢關，呢關會輸，通常都係唔夠時間打晒呢對眼嘅嘢。
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? It's that convincing. Yes, the enemy just hit the control tower.
呢部陣電真係超級穩陣，我可以轉幾個飛都唔會墜機，開心。
Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Show no mercy.
Missiles. Want to bet which one of us gets the
由
first
呢度咪開始啦。
This is the first.
The count's going
I
forward.
decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tone? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Yep， 瘋狂轉圈圈。
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Around here, educate
都避開。
You get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You had 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harlan's murderer.
Yoo-hoo! 好，搞掂咗佢轟炸機先。
Missile in the air! Heads up!
Finish the job and let's go!
使諗住擊中我啊！
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't.
轉。 鎖定你。
Oh yeah, this one of my squad.
4 warning。我唔理佢住，佢顧咗我堆嘢先。我哋玩下開心添。
I'm spiked. I'll shake him. Focus on destroying the target. Attack missed.
You're not behind the enemy.
This is decent at what it's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, man. Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Bring that down. I'm surrounded. Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot. Trigger, don't get shot down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger. Hide and seek, you're on. I should have put it all on Trigger. Trigger again! Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. The targets are still active. Keep up the attack. What the hell are you doing? Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid. Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining. This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these scenes used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. I think like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered top-hiring. 2 targets remaining. I'm assuming we can squadron of convicts. Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. I guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war. Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack! 1 bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first served. Oh yeah! Let's do this. Sperry, watch your mouth. All targets confirmed eliminated. Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight. Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing? Then you win. So, what? You're not done? Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway.
後面仲多嘢講啊
Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters.
呢種跑道嘅話輕鬆好
Too
多。
fast. Lower your airspeed. 1,500 meters.
Looks good. Stay on course.
唔好意思，安全降落。
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
等到第7關啦，第7關我應該炒鑊金㗎啦。
Spare 15 runways free. You have permission.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
「降落到就得，唔使計較咁多啦。好啦，咁今日嘅 gaming 就到呢個位，睇下我聽晚會唔會可能再 streaming 我睇下啦。聽日晏晝或者夜晚啦，我都唔 sure 啊，到時先突發啦，就咁。